All right, y'all, welcome again to the South Texas Beat. As you can kind of see here, what we got going on here is I decided to go ahead and jump into the podcast realm of things. Go figure, right? But anyhow, I kind of wanted to push the word out a little bit, you know. Got to realize there's people who listen to podcasts, there's people that watch YouTube videos, and there's people that watch podcasts and YouTube videos, right? So that's what I'm trying to do here, get the word out a little bit more. Also, I own a business, so this is these are two good mediums right here to help increase business somewhat as well. All right, but what I have here, guys, I'll just share with you a little bit on what we have going on. All right, so there we go. I got my mic boom. I got it nice and secured right there to my shelf on my desk. And as you can see, it's kind of weird to do this backwards. But what I have here is my pop filter. It kind of helps filter out the S's and the P's and all that kind of stuff, and eliminates that popping, right? That popping sound and everything like that. I'm sure you guys have seen that before. All right. Here's my cardioid mic. It's made by Audio-technica. I'll put the model number on the description later on, my video description and everything too. Got it. And just standard audio setup here. No big whoop, right? All right. But also, what we have here is of course the over-the-ear audio headphones. All right. That's so we can easily monitor what's going through the microphone. And some of the big piece of machinery right here is the Focusrite Scarlett 8i6. Okay, the 8i6 has two inputs for the mics, to hook up the mics and everything, and of course the gain knobs. Then you have the monitor. What this right here is the 48 volt phantom power. Helps push power to everything to make sure that everything's working at full power, and instead of just off of whatever phantom power is in the box. Also, I have the volume knobs here for the monitor that just increases the volume in the headphones. And of course, I have my headphones hooked into here. It has two headphone inputs. Now on the back, it's where kind of gets for this purpose, it gets a little really not really needed, right? But you have your SPDIF, which has more of the digital sound cables, all this stuff for synthesizers and all that kind of input stuff as well. Got the MIDI hookups, and of course it has 4 line outputs and 4 line inputs. Once again, that's for like instruments and other types of music producing items out there and stuff too. But for this purpose, we only use this, and that's the reason why I have the 8i6 is because I have a co-host for my podcast, and that's where his mic will go right there as well. And then we'll also put another mic boom up for him and sound filter, all that kind of stuff. And of course, his headphone will plug into there, and he'll turn it up to his liking and adjust the gain on his microphone, and we'll be set, ready to go. All right. So. But as you can see, it'd take a while to get the computer started back up. But I use a program called Audacity. It's a free program, and it provides you all the tools to mix all your audio together, and also create it into the format that's going to be needed to disperse it out to whatever podcast distribution platforms out there, whether it be Stitcher or Spotify or iTunes, whatever the case may be. And we'll go over that in a different video, hopefully, because this right now is just a little starter setup. I wanted to show you guys, show you what it looks like, and how simple it is to actually get this thing started. It's somewhat simple anyway. You have to really follow certain steps and everything like that, and it gets tricky, especially when it comes to cutting and splicing and all that kind of stuff too, because you want it to sound perfect before you put it out there. But that's what it looks like so far. That's a 2-person podcast. When my co-host decides to show up, maybe we'll get some things rolling here. And our podcast, in case you guys didn't hear, I'm pretty sure you haven't, but our podcast is it's called Any Day in Texas. All right, it's Any Day in Texas podcast, and that's used in a general sense because we're going to talk about music. Right, a lot of y'all know me. I love Texas music, so I keep up with it, and I'm friends with a lot of musicians. So I'm fortunate enough to get the inside scoop, where they're at, where they're playing, what kind of songs coming out, what are they doing now, things of that sort. And maybe in some cases, what are they doing at Art's house, right? But in that case, we're going to talk about music. I mean, we're going to go over some just current news, current weekly news, and we even discuss some whiskey, some of the finer alcohols out there possibly, because I love my whiskey. I love my Rebecca Creek. We're going to discuss a lot of things, guy related, Texas related, and anything in between. So I hope you guys get to tune in. There's a Facebook page out there. You can look it up. Any Day in Texas. I do have it created. Of course, nothing's happening right now, but but it will, and that's going to be the medium as well as my email, to where we could talk about what was discussed on the podcast, where you could send in recommendations on what you want to hear next, what you want me to go chase down and stuff. All right, this podcast is going to be full open and uncensored in some cases. We're not going to cuss like sailors on there, but it may slip, right? But regardless, it's going to be out there, and we're going to enjoy ourselves doing it. So, and I hope you guys get to enjoy it as well. But other than that, I appreciate you guys just spending a few minutes with me here and letting me show off what the setup looks like. I'm not done yet. There's a lot of wires I gotta get out of the way. I need to add a few more components, and we're gonna get recording here pretty soon once Knucklehead shows up. So, and by the way, my co-host Justin, he is an aspiring musician, and I'm hoping he's out aspiring right now because he's not here. But he wanted to jump on board because I felt it would be a good addition to have him on board as well, and maybe we'll have some funny chats out there as well too. He's a hoot. But anyhow, thanks again. We'll see you again real soon. I have some more videos coming up, and we'll go from there. Thanks a lot. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, please. I appreciate you guys that have subscribed already, and the whole thing is I want this thing to get out here. So by all means, please like, share, subscribe, share it on Facebook, share it on Instagram, whatever the case may be. I'll create an Instagram account as well for the podcast, and we'll go from there. All right. Thanks a lot. Like, share, and subscribe, please. And we'll see you again really soon. Thanks. Take care.